Hello, I'm Steven.
And I'm Rachel.
And we are
Flickers.
And we're finally going ahead and reviewing Terminator Dark Fate. So go ahead and give us your 2 cents on it. What do you think?
I went into it, I'm not big into the Terminator fan base. I enjoy it. I've done the Terminator 2, 3 ride more times than I care to imagine or care to confess. But I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought that the storyline was well thought out. The action scenes were fantastic. The graphics were super great. I loved the perspective that they took it from. Basically, kind of like felt like the first movie without being the first movie again.
I can see that. Yeah. No. For me, I've been following the series for a very, very long time. I've seen all. I believe this is the 6th one of the series now. And the second one's still, I think, the best one. But for people who have been very, very closely following this series, they definitely. I can't spoil anything, but they changed the story. I mean, as most of them do. But this one's gonna. I can feel like it's either gonna immediately turn off people who are huge fans of this series almost immediately within the beginning of the movie, or you might be like, okay, so I recommend if you go in with an open mind, you can actually enjoy it. Yeah. The last two. I mean, Salvation, I think, is personally kind of like my least favorite one. But Genesis, I thought, was good. But the past two were PG-13. So it's been a while since we've had an actual R-rated Terminator film, which can actually be as rough and tough and as brutal as it possibly can. Which this definitely felt like. It felt like the old Terminator films.
Yeah.
And it felt like the blend of the atmosphere of the second one and the first one, which I thought was a great thing to have. Yeah. And it opens it up again for a new fan base, which I know they're still trying to consistently breathe life into this series. But at the same time, if they wanted to, they could end it here. Yeah. But it was very the villain though, the new Terminator reveal in this one. Granted, I know the trailers kind of revealed it as well, but still seeing it the whole time, it really is a force to be reckoned with, yeah. And it makes the stakes incredibly high. So with that said, the movie was very, very intense and very suspenseful the whole time. So it carries its energy the whole time. Absolutely. So it was very good. So I mean, if someone wants to go like watch a good, a sci-fi action film and you haven't seen the Terminator series, but you want to give someone a shot, I believe this is one you could go into without actually knowing much of the other series. You still won't be able to appreciate it as much, but it still can be enjoyed.
Yeah. And then for those diehard fans, I do think that it still pays tribute to the originals and still feels like they kept everybody in mind when they did it. Like they wanted to please everybody. They wanted, people to be able to come in for the first time and be like, okay, I enjoy this. Or the people that have been with the series from the beginning to enjoy as well. So I definitely think they catered to everybody with this.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely glad we caught it in theaters, especially in Dolby, which was actually a very good experience for that one.
Oh yeah.
So I recommend it if you're going to try to catch it at an AMC theater, do so in Dolby. It was worth it. So, I mean, overall then, I would say, for a rating for me, I mean, I wouldn't be like, you have to see this movie. It was a great addition to the Terminator series, and not any negative way or fashion at all. I would give it 3 out of 5 slates.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with 3 out of 5 slates as well. Like I said, I think it's applicable for all audiences. The graphics were great, action scenes were great. I mean, like you said, it's not like one of those movies where you're like, everybody has to go see this, but I do think that it's honestly a good film for any occasion, just to put in and enjoy, or if you were wanting to go see something, this is a good choice.
Yeah, I agree. So our next review coming up though will be the Current War Director's Cut. So stay tuned for that shortly. We'll get that posted up here soon. So until then, catch you soon, players.